A shocking new twist in the trial involving the murder of a Hollywood sex therapist. The defense wants to hear from comedian and TV host Drew Carey. Carey and Amie Harwick were engaged back in 2018, but they never made it down the aisle. Less than 2 years after the split, though, the Hollywood sex therapist was found dead, allegedly strangled and thrown over her bedroom balcony by her ex-boyfriend, Gareth Pershouse. Now, the Price is Right host has spoken out about the murder several times, confirming his belief that police did arrest the correct person. Pershouse, who's now charged with murder, claims that Harwick accidentally fell from the balcony. Let's bring in national trial attorney Donte Mills. All right, so Donte, thank you so much for being with us. Drew Carey, is kind of part of all of this because he happens to be her ex-fiancé. He's on the defense witness list. Explain the potential strategy behind that move.
Well, there's two things. One, Nichole, if you're a defendant, you want to cause some confusion or as much confusion as possible because you have nothing to prove. The prosecutor has to prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt. And if you can raise any questions or get the jury focused on something else, it's good for you. The other thing is they may be looking at the relationship that Amie had with Drew Carey. If there's stories that he would tell about her being aggressive or after they fight, she doing something dramatic, that may add to the defense that he was waiting in her house. They got into an argument. He didn't kill her. She, in fact, left out and then fell off the balcony by accident. So what you have to look at is what is he trying to piece together, or the defense trying to piece together to show that her personality or something else would lead to him not being found guilty for that murder.
All right, so Donte, you are a trial attorney. Do you think this is a good idea, a good move by the defense?
It's always a good move. Okay. To bring in things that distract the jury, right? Again, you don't have to prove anything. All you have to do is distract the jury enough so that they can say, I have some doubt in my mind. And if they hear some crazy story involving a celebrity like Drew Carey, it may make them look at her and say, what could she have done in that situation? And that's what his defense is angling for here. Any question that can be raised by a celebrity coming in, by a circus coming to the trial, they're going to do that.
All right, so Donte, right now, we know he is on this witness list. It's unclear if Drew Carey will actually take the stand. But in the past, he has stated that he believes the defendant is mentally ill. So that can play into all of this as well. So if you had to predict, do you think Carey will, in fact, take the stand?
I think he may have to. Okay. There's enough here, enough of a connection between Carey and Amie and Pershouse for him to add evidence or add some information to the trial. That's what the judge is going to base this off of. If he's subpoenaed to come in, will he add something that's beneficial for the jury? He had a relationship with Amie, Drew did. That's beneficial. And also, if Drew spoke out about Pershouse, maybe he had some conversation with Amie about Pershouse that could add to the information the jury is going to have so that they get this result right. I think ultimately he's going to be brought in because he knows enough and there's enough of a connection.
All right, so Donte, what do you think, what, as you see it, is the biggest hurdle for the defense based on the evidence that we have at the moment?
The fact that he admitted that he essentially was a stalker and was waiting for her in the house. Now, he said he strangled her, they got into an altercation, but he didn't kill her. But you're asking a jury to think you went right up to the edge, but didn't cross over that edge. That's a tough ask where you're admitting I did something wrong. It was wrong for him to be in her house. It was wrong for him to put his hands on her. But he's saying I stopped right before I got to that edge and then an accident happened. That's a tough ask.
Right, and now she is dead. Donte, last question for you. What about the prosecution here? What is the biggest challenge for prosecutors?
The fact that there is a defense where an accident could have happened. I think the thing they have going for them is that clearly he was stalking her, if you believe what's out there. Clearly he was in her apartment and he should not have been. But they don't have an eyewitness, and an accident could happen where somebody falls off of a balcony. So that's possible, and when you have a possibility of something else, and your job is to prove beyond a reasonable doubt, it always leaves questions there, and it's not a slam dunk.
Yeah, we will certainly see what happens. National trial attorney Donte Mills, thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.